Alright, so today I'm making the video that over the lesson that we went over in class. Well, let's go ahead and look up the objectives. That is number 1, to create your own abstraction or block. Number 2, to create a block with a parameter. And number 3, to enter an argument into a parameter. If you guys remember from the poster I showed you, the parameter is the space you're giving the block, and the argument is the actual value that you're putting into that parameter. And that value could be one of 3 things. It could be an integer, meaning a number. It could be a string, meaning text. Or it could be a boolean, meaning a true or false statement. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my Snap project, and I'm going to create the algorithm for a square. Alright. Okay. So if I look at the arguments that these commands have, again, the arguments are the values that go inside. There is a repeat 10 times, which I do not need for a square. For a square, I would just need to repeat 4 times, right? Because of the 4 sides. Then it's going to move forward. Here it says 10. I'm going to change this to 100 just to make the square a little bit bigger. And I'm going to turn 90 degrees as an exterior angle for the square. So when it's clicked, it doesn't show anything because I haven't put the pen down. Let me go ahead and do that. Pen down right there. So we go ahead and run it, and you can see that the turtle creates that square. Alright, but the problem with this, or not the problem, but something that I wish I could do, is create different kinds of squares, right? Or squares of different sizes at this point, because I can create several different differences between squares. But just for right now, we're going to focus on the size, and then we're going to focus on the size and the pen thickness. So once I have this is my algorithm. I could just repeat this over and over and over, but that would be the opposite of abstraction, since abstraction is getting rid of details or hiding the details into a block. So I'm going to go here and create a block. This block, I'm going to name it something that describes what the block is going to do. In this case, it's going to make a square. Again, I'm using CamelScript to write this. Press OK. And here, I'm going to put this. Press OK. And now I have a block that creates my square. Just like that. But like I said before, I wanted to make something where I can change the size at a moment's notice, or whenever I wanted to just type in the different size. I can access all. Sorry. I wanted to do that. So in this case, we're going to give this block a parameter. And the way I do that is I go to Edit, and I click on this plus sign that's right next to Make Square. Notice there's one on this side too, but don't worry about that one right now. It's let's go ahead and just keep this simple to where we just keep everything on the right side. I click plus, and I said that we were going to focus on the size. I want to be able to change the size of the square whenever I want to. So in this case, I'm going to name this parameter size. I'm going to press OK. Now I'm going to take this parameter size and I'm going to drag it into the block that changes the size. So pen down, does that change the size? No. Just repeat 4 times, change the size? No, it doesn't. Move 100 steps, that changes the size because it changes the length of where the turtle starts and where it stops. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to drag it right here. I'm going to press OK. And I notice that there is a space provided here now next to the Make Square block. This space is called a parameter, where I am to enter a argument. And this argument for right now, let's go ahead and say that it's 50. I want to make a square of 50 movements forward. I click on it, and it makes my square of 50 movements forward. I can put in a 10, and it'll create a square of 10 movements forward. Same thing, I can put in a number that's even bigger, like 300, and it'll make a square of 300 movements forward. I'm going to take a clear command here just to clear everything, because now I'm going to add one more parameter because I want to change more things about it. And this time it's going to be the pen size. From here on out, do not do what I am doing, so do not copy this part, because this part just serves as an example of how you can add several more parameters, not just one. I believe you can add up to 255 parameters. Last time I checked, that might have changed, but you can add several more parameters. So again, do not copy the following part. I'm going to go ahead and show you that I can take this and add another parameter. Well, first let's put the block that changes the pen size, or sets the pen size. Make sure not to use change pen size, because that's going to end up setting the pen size to higher numbers, and then you're just going to end up with a black screen. So here I'm going to put this, and I'm going to add another parameter. This one I'm going to call pen size. I'm going to press OK. I'm going to take this and I'm going to go ahead and put it in the command that affects the pen size. This is pretty obvious right now that it's going to be this one right here. I'm going to press OK. And now I see that there is another block right here, or another parameter, sorry, another space where I'm going to put the argument for the parameter pen size. So here I might put something like 5. Maybe that's the pen size I want. It's going to create my block of that that size and that pen thickness. Maybe I want to change the thickness, maybe to 10, and I'll go ahead and change it to 10, like so. Maybe now I want to do a 200. I'll change the thickness to 50, which is a lot bigger, and it'll create that. All right, so there I am just showing you that you can add more than one parameter and change several different aspects of the square. I'm going to press OK here, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what your assignment is. Your assignment is to create something very, very similar. So very similar to the make square block, not this one right here. So I'm going to get rid of this, because in your assignment you do not need to change the pen size. You do, however, need to change the sides, the amount of sides, and you do also need to change the degrees. You're going to have to figure out where those go, because I'm going to have you create something like this where you are creating a Polygon Maker. If I look at this website and all I did was search up exterior angles of polygon lists, and I looked at images, it gave me this chart, and it tells me the exterior angles right here, one exterior angle of each polygon, up to decagon. I don't even know. It's that dodecagon, I guess. So on and so forth. But all you're going to do is put in the numbers for the angles. So, for example, if I wanted to draw a triangle, I would go here, and I would say I'm going to keep it size 100. It has 3 sides, and I can see by the list that the exterior angle is 120. Look at that, 120. Go ahead and clear everything, and it should make a, oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. 250, 120, 250, 120, 250, and 120. So it should make my triangle, right? Also, if I go to, sorry, not 50, what am I? It's 3, because it's 3 sides. This is the sides, this is the size, and this is the angle. Let's go ahead and try another shape. I'll duplicate this. I'm also going to keep it at 200, but now I'm going to make a, I don't know, a nanogon, right? And I can see that the nanogon has 9 sides and an exterior angle of 40. So I'm going to go here, keep it at 200. No, wait, that's the wrong one too. I'm going to exit out of it. Keep it at 200, has 9 sides, and I believe I said it was 40, right? So I'll go here, 40, and it should make my Nanagon. It made it way bigger than I wanted to. Let's go ahead and make it smaller, maybe 50 here. It's clear. And there you go. I made my Nanagon. Alright, so this is your assignment. It is to make this Polygon Maker. Some people are asking me, where is it? Okay, well, you need to make it, right? You notice that I do have 3 parameters here, and those parameters are going to affect the code inside of Polygon Maker. Alright, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll go ahead and put this assignment up along with the video and the chart, so that way you can see how many, or what the exterior angles for the different polygons are. Make sure you turn that in, and that's it for today.